we ready? All right, folks, we're back at ringside getting ready for the start of the Mildred Taylor, the Myron Taylor, that is, and Curtis Strong fight. Myron Taylor, the brother of Mildred Taylor. And once again, my name is Sonny Means here at ringside for MNet Super Sports, the leaders in world-class boxing. Good evening of boxing here. We're coming from Atlantic City, New Jersey, in the Trump Plaza, in the International Ball, the Imperial Ballroom, that is. Beautiful place here. As you see, both fighters are up in the ring right now, Myron Taylor and Curtis Strong. Myron Taylor's record is 26-7, 26-7-2 with 13 knockouts. Curtis Strong with a record of 10-1-5, 10-1-1 with 5 knockouts. Curtis Strong, this is his first time leaving the Chicago area. He's making his debut here in the Atlantic City, New Jersey area. He's a hard puncher with both hands. Like I said, his record is 10-1-1. He's 26 years old, from the Chicago area. He's working out of the same gym out of the Chicago area as the former cruiserweight champion Alfonso Radler, who also hails from the Chicago area. This should prove to be an interesting evening of boxing with these two young men. Myron Taylor, since his disappointing 15-round defeat with Calvin Grove for the IBF championship, Myron Taylor, 28-year-old, well, he was defeated in that fight, and that was back on February the 3rd. And he himself, at 5 feet 5 inches tall, he said he would like to really make his presence known here tonight and really get back to that championship form, the form that he rose to the occasion to try to fight for that IBF championship. He would love nothing better at this time in his career to get another shot at a title. We're awaiting the start of this fight, and earlier, as in my opening, we added that the former great middleweight champion, 5-time great middleweight champion, Sugar Ray Robinson, he passed away this past week, and he's 67 years old. For some time now, the past few years, he had been struggling with heart disease, diabetes, and Alzheimer's disease. And right now, we're going to prepare to take it up to the ring announcer, Michael Buffer, to get the start of this fight along the way. We'll talk more about the legendary Sugar Ray Robinson coming up. As you take a look on your screen right now for the tale of the tape with these two young men.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the Trump Plaza Hotel and Casino here on the Boardwalk in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Tonight, Main Events Promotions presents the Sports Channel America's Pro Boxing Tour. And now, ladies and gentlemen, before we get started, in the world of sports and boxing, there are stars, there are superstars, there are legends, and then there was Sugar Ray Robinson. Ladies and gentlemen, just a few days ago, this man passed away. He truly is one of the great fighters of all times. 175 victories, 110 KOs, 6 times a world champion. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain silent as timekeeper Lindsay Tucker tolls the memorial count of 10 for the late, great Sugar Ray Robinson. May you rest in peace. And now, ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for 10 rounds in the junior lightweight division. The referee is Randy Newman. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, he's wearing the blue trunks with gold trim and weighs 131.5 pounds. His professional record, 10 victories, only 1 defeated, 1 draw, 5 KOs. From Chicago, Illinois, introducing Curtis Strong. And his opponent fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the gold trunks with black letters, he weighs even 130 pounds. As a professional, 26 victories, against 7 defeats and 2 draws, 13 KOs. He's the current New York State featherweight champion from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Ladies and gentlemen, Myron Taylor.
To the center of the ring for their final instructions before this contest.
Thoroughly gone over. Do you have any questions? I want to remember two things. Number one, defend yourselves at all times. Number two, obey my commands. I'll shake hands and come out of the building.
Curtis Strong, he won the Illinois State Junior lightweight title from Abraham Martinez back in Chicago on October the 1st, 1988. So you have two guys that have their state championship. There's the bell starting round one. Both guys are fighting the championships for their respective states. Myron Taylor with the gold trunks. Curtis Strong with the blue and gold stripe. Ooh, a good left hook to the head. Strong from Myron Taylor. This should be a fast-paced fight. Neither guy right now appears to be looking for that feeling out round in the traditional first round. And I don't see a lot of perspiration on either fella, so I don't know if they broke sweat while they were in the dressing room preparing to come out for this contest. Or they dried out while standing while they were commemorating legendary Sugar Ray Robinson. But both guys appear to be confident. Strong looking in very good condition. This is a 10-round contest. Myron Taylor trying to dig down to the body with the lefts and rights to the body. So he's catching it. He's being stopped. Those punches are being stopped by the arms of Curtis Strong. Good defensive tactic. Both guys appear to be dropping heavy bombs. Perhaps they're looking for an early knockout in this contest tonight. A right hand high on the head of Curtis Strong from Myron Taylor. I have to get those names correct. This is the brother of Mildred Taylor. Very polished young man. The action speaks for itself. Both guys are throwing a lot of leather. Not a lot of damage being done, but they are connecting. Not solidly like they would like to. Good defensive move by Myron Taylor. As Strong opened up with a left-right combination. Combination to the head from Strong. Taylor came right back himself, forcing Strong to the ropes. Enough right combination to the head of Strong from Taylor. And a right hand, stiff right hand to the face of Taylor from Strong. Good right uppercut. Ooh, left hook to the head. There's the bell, ending round one. As Taylor opened up with a good left hook. We'll be back in just a moment.
What he's telling you now is that get your 2-3 off and step over on him. So you don't stand in front of him too long now. He's not gonna be that strong long now. You just keep working until you get left. Don't stand now. Okay.
Back at ringside, seconds away from the start of round two, and the corner, Curtis Strong just above us was being instructed to throw his combinations and step away. Don't stand in front of Myron Taylor. Throw your combinations and get out of there. And we'll see in the second round if he's going to do what his corner instructed him to do. This is unofficial in that first round. I scored it even for both guys that were evenly exchanging blows towards the tail end of that round. ran in, he's throwing the combination, but now he spins around and trying to spin Taylor around. Successfully, he does it. But I believe he's standing in there a little bit too long. I think his corner wants him to get out of there. In his corner, D.D. Armour from Chicago, the Woodlawn Boys Club in Chicago, Illinois. Love nothing better than to see Curtis Strong walk away with a victory here tonight. Good left-right combination downfield, back up to the left, to the head. Taylor bounced back with his own combination to the body of Strong. Strong opened up with another left-right combination. One punch land to the head, eye on the forehead of Taylor from Strong. Another combination. As Taylor wobbles off balance. Getting a little cocky now. I think D.D. Armour and Ed Wood would like for their man not to lose his composure in this fight and get cocky. But remember, he's in there with a young man that has fought for the championship. And he knows his way around the ring. Taylor trying to overhand. Banging away at the body while they're tied up, partially tied up. The referee has to separate both men. Taylor digging down into the body with hard shots. As Curtis Strong holds on, the referee breaks him up once again. Taylor left to the head of Strong. Two hooks to the head from Strong on Taylor. Partially blocked with one of those hooks. Taylor comes back himself. Strong with another flurry. On the inside, Taylor's coming underneath with those lefts and rights. Not powerful punches, but they're scoring points. There's a left hook to the head. Downstairs and back up underneath. Goes Taylor. As Strong opens up, catches it with a right hand. There's the bell, and Strong threw a punch right after the bell. He wants to apologize to Taylor for that. Taylor acknowledges it's okay, but don't do it again. And we'll be back with more boxing action here in the Imperial Ballroom, Trump Plaza and Casino Hotel. I'm Sonny Bean.
Here's the bell, stop punching.
The ref, the boy, he's taking a little low off him, man. He's taking a little low. He's hitting a little low.
I had to stick. It was causing my throat.
Do it on the outside. Pull up there, I'll put the lights on. One leg comes to the shoot, and time to the hip.
Ringside, I'm Sonny Bean. This is Impact Super Sports, and we're being sponsored tonight by none other than Weber, the Superiors and Barbecue, the Charcoal Barbecue Grill. This is round number 3. Myron Taylor and Curtis Strong. Ten rounds is scheduled for it in the junior lightweight division. Curtis Strong's up on his back, moving around again, on his toes. Using the lateral movement, he circles to his right. Trying to stave off that powerful jab of Myron Taylor. Taylor gets slow, tries to come in with the jab to the body. Missing with that overhand right. The lead overhand right from Myron Taylor. And there's a sharp combination by Curtis Strong. Both guys connected on the body with those shots. Taylor missing with a left hook to the body. I have to say both guys are showing confidence and poise in this contest as Taylor cuts the ring off on Strong as he tries to dance to his right. So all it takes is a step. You step to the right, to your left, to your opponent's right, and you cut him off. There's a left hook to the head, partially blocked by Strong. Taylor tries with another left hook. As he walks with him, has him just above us, wailing away. And Strong opening up with a left hook again, back to the right hand, Curry underneath and over the top. they said don't stand in there with Taylor. That's exactly what he's doing. He's standing in there. He's throwing his combination, but not getting out like they instructed. Now he tries to spin that holds while he's trying to spin. Taylor would have none of that. Going to be some blood on the forehead of Taylor wails away, missing with a right hand. Both these guys are waiting on one another, trying to get those shots on the inside. Strong gives him. Taylor comes right back on the right hand. There's another underneath with a left hook and then back with the right hand. The referee don't have, his hands are not full because these guys are well in the way. They're not tied up on the inside. The longer they're moving, we have about 10 seconds left in the round. As long as they're not tied up, the ref, his job is easy. Taylor with a big right there. There's a bell. Wrench it in.
You're laying there too long now.
You gotta get off to the right side, stick his knees down, get off to the right, go left side to get right.
So you're laying there too long. You don't have to do that. You ain't doing nothing. You don't lay there. You're laying there too long. Use your jab and right hand. No big deal.
All right, folks, we're back at ringside. I'm Sonny Mays. This is Internet Super Sports, the leaders in world-class boxing at Trump Plaza Casino and Hotel and the International Ballroom, or the Imperial Ballroom, that is. What a beautiful room it is, indeed. Curtis Strong, Myron Taylor, junior lightweight. In the corner once again, Curtis Strong exhorted him. Move around. You're standing there. You're waiting too long. You're being nailed, so they want him to get out of there. As you can hear in the background, the crowd's hollering and yelling for Myron, calling Myron, trying to exhort Myron Taylor. That always helps if you got the crowd behind you. Strong trying to put up with a flurry as he stands right in front. He's not moving around like he's supposed to do once again. He's coming underneath with those right uppercuts and left uppercuts to the head of Taylor. Not a lot of damage being done. There's a crisp right hand to the left side of the face of Strong from Taylor. And Strong continue to get hit with uppercuts from Taylor. Taylor's coming underneath with those shots, digging into the body and up to the chin. There's a left hook that moved down and came upstairs and a right hand. Right over the left hand is Strong. Strong comes up with a good left uppercut that popped the head of Taylor's back, but there's no damage done to Taylor as he continues to stay in there well away. Right. Good left-right combination to the head of Strong from Taylor. Strong stays right in there. As he opens up now, Strong opened up with a left-right combination to the head of Taylor. Strong with a double hook, one to the body, one up to the head. Continues to wheel away Taylor. Good right uppercut to the head of Taylor, but Taylor continues to bounce back with his own combination to the body and back up to the head. Strong once again opened up with a combination as Taylor bounced back. Both guys are content to lean on one another and just try to key off. There's Taylor with a good left right, four-punch combination. From Taylor to Strong. This is world-class boxing and internet for Super Sports. Cable TV. Right here in Atlantic City, New Jersey. seconds remaining in the round. Both guys continue to bail away at one another. There's the bell ending round 3. As you watch both guys go back to the corner, you're looking at Myron Taylor in his corner. And remember, folks, your plans call for an outdoors cooking equipment. It's Weber for the best in charcoal barbecue grills. Weber, proud sponsors of this year's International Pro Boxing Tour. We'll be back in just a moment. All right, welcome back at ringside. I'm Sonny Beans. This is MNet Super Sports, world-class boxing. If you get a look right there on the monitor of Myron Taylor, the brother, well, Mildred Taylor. As I said, I get them mixed up. Mildred Taylor and his brother in the ring, Myron Taylor. Of course, he's wishing his brother well here at ringside. He's trying to be present to exhort his brother to victory. That's encouragement. And your brother's in attendance, or any members of your family is in attendance. And if your family members are not here, and you got the crowd on your side, you still feel pretty decent. Coming up, former lightweight champion, Vinny Paziano, will be in the ring against Jake Corolla of Chicago. Junior welterweights. That's a scheduled 10-round fight also. Well, there's a mouthpiece of one of the fighters, I believe is Curtis Strong's mouthpiece. As he tries to open up with a flurry, he got hit, but then he nailed Taylor also. Both guys are willing to go after one another. Strong is getting the worst of it at this point. He's bouncing back with his own shoulder, trying to dig into the body of Taylor as he backs up into the corner of Taylor. Leaning on as the referee steps in and separates both men. He's trying to get the mouthpiece back. It was Myron Taylor's mouthpiece. Now the referee signals him back to action. In the state of New Jersey, the fighter loses mouthpiece. The action will be stopped momentarily when he gets his mouthpiece back in. Strong just sticking with the jab, pawing jab in the face of Taylor. Several jabs in a row. Taylor spins around on Strong and nails him with a right hand. Not a lot of damage done to him. He hits him with another right hand. He goes back with Taylor's back against the rope. Strong tries to open up with a flurry. Got tagged with a right uppercut. Taylor got hit with a left hook with his back still on the ropes as Strong stands out and tries to stick with that jab. He's carrying that jab down almost to his knee. That's dangerous for a right hand with the speed of hands of Myron Taylor. You might want to bring that left hand up to protect against the right coming across that lowered left hand. A lot of guys have been nailed. Like there's a good left-right combination to the head of Strong from Taylor. These guys are keying off. Obviously, they take a good shot, boy. The opponent can't punch that hard himself. Four-punch combination to the head of Strong from Taylor once again. As Taylor spins Strong around, he spins him once again. Strong bounced back and forced Taylor to the ropes as he opens up the flurry. Strong got nailed with the right hand from Taylor. Another thing that the corner was talking about during the break was that Strong was being hit low by Myron Taylor. We have 10 seconds remaining in the round. There's the bell ending round number 4. And we'll be back in just a moment.
We gotta go to work, baby. We got to go to work with this guy, man.
We're back at ringside. I said at the end of that round it was round 4, but that was at the end of round 5. We're going into round 6. Round 6 coming up as we get a look at the corner of Myron Taylor. I'm I'm Sonny Means. This is MNet Super Sports, the leader in world-class boxing. Cable TV. Good crowd here in the Trump Plaza Imperial Ballroom. We're really getting into it as we await the start of round number 6. This is a scheduled 10-round bout. There's the bell as Curtis Strong rushes to the corner of Myron Taylor. Once again, Strong's moving around, looking at Taylor, giving him a look, trying to give him angles, trying to open up with a flurry. Taylor's punches were blocked by the arms of Strong. Overhand right, partially blocked by Strong. And 2 left hooks, one to the body and one to the face of Strong from Taylor. Both of these guys are durable opponents. They're both absorbing a lot of punches, and they're taking it very well. So, a tremendously good condition as the referee steps in and tells the guys to watch their heads also. Once again, the crowd is calling Myron again. A lot of those right-hand shots now I'm looking at now that Strong taking, he's spinning his head with them, so they're not landing solidly. So that lessens the effect and the power of the punch from Taylor. The spin. Taylor tries to take that slight step back and pop right back with the right hand on Strong. It works sometimes. There's a good right uppercut to the head and a left hook to the head of Taylor from Strong. And Strong opens up with another left hook. He's exhausting himself now. Putting both arms hot dogging. It could be costly. There's a right hand, a lead right hand to the head of Taylor. Another right hand and a left to the face of Taylor. As Taylor stands against the rope. Strong is wailing away. Now both guys in the center of the ring. Strong continues to wail away at Taylor. Some of those punches are missing. A good right uppercut to the head. Popped the head of Taylor back up. From Strong. Strong with a left-right combination to the head from Taylor. Taylor wailing away again. Time that overhand right again. A right uppercut that caught Strong, that is, from Taylor. As Taylor is back to Strong against the ropes. Tries with an overhand right. Working underneath as Strong continues to slip under the front. He got caught with the right hand. He got hit with another overhand right, trying to talk to the referee. He's telling the ref that he's using his head, but you got to watch your opponent. You can't be looking at the ref. Because your opponent is going to continue to punch. And that's what Taylor was doing, and that's what he's supposed to do. We have 10 seconds remaining in round number 6. As Taylor continues to wail away, there's the bell, ending round 6. Taylor continues to wail away at Curtis Strong. And we'll be back in just a moment.
What's in there? Like this one, about that, you gotta do it. Give me the short.
Back as you get a look right there on the screen is Jake Corolla. That's coming up. 10-round contest. Jake Corolla. Vinny Passiano. Jake Corolla from Franklin Park, Illinois. A neighbor of Curtis Strong. They sometimes work out in the same gymnasium in the Chicago area. Jake Corolla feels that he's going to win this fight. He said it doesn't matter if it ends in 1 or goes to 10, but he feels he'll be the victor when it's over. As we get a look right now at some of the action from round 6. The overhand right to the head of Taylor from Strong. As Strong continues to try to wail away at Taylor with his back against the rope. There's the bell starting round 7 as Taylor was rushed again by Strong. But now Strong backs against the rope. Taylor is opening up. He's spinning around trying to get the overhand rights in. He caught him with a hook. I don't know what the corner of Curtis Strong said to him, but he rushed out and tried to catch Taylor almost on his stool coming out of the corner. I guess Taylor said, I won't have any of that, because he began to wheel back and force Strong to backpedal a bit. Interesting fight. Neither guy's knees have been buckled. Neither guy's been down. We continue to see some blood. I believe it's from the mouth of Curtis Strong because there's no cuts on the face of either contestant. Appear to be some slight puffing around the eyes of Curtis Strong. As he continues to circle. Taylor missed the left hook. He went low with that left hook. Taylor did. Strong tries to open up with his combination. He gets in and gets out as his corner's been telling him to do throughout the fight. We're in round 6 of the scheduled 10-round contest. Taylor digs to the body, comes back to the head of Strong, and Strong is back against the rope. We're in the Imperial Ballroom of Trump Plaza Casino and Hotel in beautiful Atlantic City, New Jersey. I'm Sonny Beans. This is Impact Super Sport. Leaders in world-class boxing. Coming up a 10-round contest, lightweight champion Benny and Jake Carolla. That's coming up. Right now before us, Curtis Strong, Myron Taylor. I got the name right this time. Curtis Strong continues to move. Being forced to the ropes by Taylor. Curtis Strong getting in and getting out with his punches. Trying to push him out. Taylor's still trying to put the ring on. Missing it. Missing it. The head's almost divided right there. Both guys continue to look calm. Continue to look fresh. We're in the seventh round, that is. Neither guy appeared to be tired. They've thrown a lot of punches in this contest. I have to say, they've taken a lot of punches. 10 seconds remaining in round number 7. Ending round number 7. There's two fighting. There's a big argument about heads, and the referee have to continue to talk to the guys because they want to fight after the bell. We'll be back in just a moment.
Suck it in and take a breath.
Keep your nose out your mouth. Come on. Swallow it a little bit. Now listen to me, son. Hey, you're number 10 in the world. You're not fighting like this because you're letting him dictate to you. You cannot do that,
All right, folks, we're
Myron.
back
Don't
at
let him
ringside.
dictate. You understand?
You hear the corners talking to both guys. Myron Taylor's corner telling him, don't let the man dictate the tempo of the fight. You dictate the tempo of the fight. And the corner, as we get a look at some of the action from the last round, right hand to the head, just about seconds away from starting round number 8. Both corners exhorting their men as we get a look at Myron Taylor in this corner to not allow the other guy to dictate the tempo. Once again, Strong rushes out to meet Myron Taylor. You see Myron Taylor, when he tried to land that right hand, he dips with the knee and he drops his rear end. That's where the power comes. The referee now has to talk to both guys. Talking to both guys about butting and hitting low. They're arguing back and forth as to who's doing it, who's starting it. The ref has to get control of this fight. We're in the 8th round, scheduled 10-round contest. Neither man has been down. Neither man has been shaken. Both guys have been nailed back and forth. At this point, I have Taylor ahead in this contest, unofficial. As Jake Carolla, sorry, not Jake Carolla, that's coming up. Curtis Strong opened up with a trying to control it over here by the head, but now Myron Taylor's opened up with a third. And no punches back. As Curtis Strong tries to pull his head down.
Stop the wrestling.
The referee is telling both guys to stop the rough stuff. The fight is getting a bit out of hand at this point. Chalking up as frustration. Neither man has dictated the tempo like he wanted to, so a bit of frustration is beginning to set in. Strong being nailed with left hooks and right uppercuts from Taylor. They're just above us, folks. Both guys appear to be taking a slight break right now. They're just leaning, not throwing. Taylor with a right and left and back to the right uppercut. Another right uppercut. Did no damage. Strong covers up. Hear the crowd in the background. They're trying to get to open up with something furious and maybe drop this contestant. Once again, they're just slightly above us, wailing away with Myron Taylor. Pretty strong. Periodically, he'll open up with a flurry. Actually, a bit lethargic at times. This round. Content to just stand there. Good left to the face from Myron Taylor. Double, triple looking to the body and down to the head. Pretty strong. Pretty strong coming back with a double left to the side. Double hook to the body. Taylor partially blocked from Strong. Just above us once again.
Watch your head, Myron. Watch your head.
Referee telling Myron Taylor to watch his head. Trying to get his head in, and we have 2 seconds remaining as Curtis Strong looks to his corner. Got hit in the face with a left hook. He's giving away the round. There's the bell ending. Round number 7. Round number 8, I should say. I'm getting a little carried away here. These guys, as you get a look right now at Vinny Paziani. We're going to keep it right here, folks. Vinny Paziani, the Tasmanian Devil, says he would like another title shot. That fight will be coming up momentarily. We're waiting for the 10th round of this contest with Myron Taylor and Curtis Strong. As we get a look at some of the action from round 9. Round 8, that is. Round 9 coming up. There's that left hook from Myron Taylor. Right on the button. Curtis Strong. Curtis Strong's going to continue to exhort him to continue to move. You're standing, you're unhappy with the way he's standing in there. There's the bell to start round 9. Once again, Strong comes out strong. But he stops. After he gets out to the center, he throws maybe 1 or 2 punches, then he stops. And he starts to backpedal. Taylor trying to double up and triple up on that hook. Once again, as he's moving away with that left hook, that lessens the impact of the left hook when your opponent moves away from it.
Let him go. Wait.
The referee has to break up the guys once more. But they're holding on. Curtis Strong is holding on. It's a sign of either tiredness or he was hit with something that they didn't necessarily like. Once again, Strong is tying up Taylor.
Hey, you hear me in there? Stop punching. You got it?
The ref continues to tell both guys he's upset with the fact they're not really listening to him. They're not breaking when he tells them to break. Hooks to the head from Taylor on Strong. There was an overhand right. Taylor trying to come back after landing a left hook to the head of Strong. He caught him with a left hook to the head. The blood is continuing to come from the mouth of Curtis Strong. He's perhaps cut on the inside of the mouth. That may be bothering him also. Once again, Strong not throwing any punches. He's just attempting to labor. Strong continues to get in and get angles. Throw his punches. That jab, that lazy jab. The jab of Curtis Strong has gotten lazy in the last few rounds as he blocked an overhand right from Myron Taylor. Continued to block the Taylor punches and he's sticking that jab, but it's a lazy-like jab. I got the feeling that a right hand is going to pop over that jab if he continues to drop it like that. Both hands bounced off. Taylor trying to get that overhand right.
Stop punching.
Taylor doubling up on the hook again. Partially blocked by Strong. seemingly the busier of the two fighters in the last few rounds. Strong has been content to come out. Now he's throwing a flurry. He fights in spurts with 10 seconds remaining in the round. There's the bell, ending round 9. And we'll be back in just a moment.
I will hold my cup.
You're not afraid of this guy.
No, I'm not afraid. I just can't move. What you mean you can't move?
All right, hey, baby, let's go now. Don't let the ring at you. I want you to chin down, head out of here, jolt, punch you. I want you going around it. Fire that hook. You know what I told you about putting your body over here and driving it through. Getting underneath.
I'm trying to.
I know, but you gotta do it. Hit him with them double hooks. You hit him with one, you hit him with 2 and 3.
Have to
Get
listen
over
to your
back.
corner.
When you jam, short step forward. Short step
Hey, Rob, clean up this puddle, huh?
Yeah.
But I want your eyes on it. I want you to.
As you just heard the corner of Myron Taylor, they said they want his eye. You want your eyes on him. This is the 10th and final round coming up. Curtis Strong, Myron Taylor. There's the bell starting the 10th and final round. This is Mnet Supersport. Right away, they touched gloves and Strong stuck a jab in the face of Taylor. Didn't give him a chance to get his guard up good. But in the last few rounds, he's been jumping off and starting off, but finishing a bit lethargic.
Let him out of there. Up, back, step back. Straight back, straight back.
And once again, folks, as Mildred Taylor began to, Myron Taylor, that is, now Strong's trying to throw that flurry, but he missed with every punch. I'd like to remind you that Weber, the Charcoal Barbecue Grill leaders, are the proud sponsors of this international pro boxing tour for Mnet Supersports. Outside means here ringside. In the beautiful Trump Plaza Casino and Hotel, we're in the Imperial Ballroom. The crowd is really into this fight. This is the 10th and final round. And on my official card, I have Myron Taylor ahead in this contest. As Curtis Strong continues to try to circle around and dance around, not throwing any punches. Now he's
All right, watch your heads.
Myron
Let him
Taylor,
go.
the referees
Let's
telling
go,
him
Kenny.
to watch their heads and
Let him go.
to let him go. As you can hear. This is the first time that Curtis Strong has fought out of the Chicago area. He's made a relatively decent showing for himself, but in order to win on the road, you've got to do more than have a decent showing. You've got to come in with a lot of heart. You've got to really want to win. You've got to exalt yourself. He has done that at times, and at times he's been a bit lethargic. Taylor begins to open up with double left hooks to the body and power snare to the head. Curtis Strong continues to take away lightly with a jab here and there. Curtis Strong, Myron Taylor, 10th and final round, Atlantic City, New Jersey. 10 seconds remaining in the round. Vinny Paziano and Jake Carolla coming up next. Scheduled 10 rounds. There's the bell ending this contest, folks. And this has been interesting. We'll keep it right here and wait the final decision. Curtis Strong, Myron Taylor. And like I said before, unofficially, I have Myron Taylor ahead in this contest. Curtis Strong, while he represented himself well, I just don't think he did enough to really convince the officials here that he really wanted to win this contest. He made a good showing for his first time out of the Chicago area as we get a look at some of the action from the last round, the 10th and final round. With Taylor opening up with a flurry, not doing a lot of damage with that flurry, but connecting here and there with those punches. Perhaps the cut on the inside of the mouth of Curtis Strong presented a problem for him, along with the speed of Myron Taylor, the speed of hands, the movement. Both guys not landing the solid shot that they wanted to that would really get a guy out of there, but just landing enough to be in this contest. Both guys, you have to say, very courageous, in tremendously good condition, because it was full speed ahead for the full 10 rounds. With the exception of, as I said, some lethargicness of Curtis Strong not opening up, not doing some of the things. He said to his corner also that he couldn't move. His corner was telling him to move around, get out of there. He said he couldn't get out of there. He couldn't move as well as he wanted to move. So perhaps we'll find out what the situation really was with Curtis Strong and the lack of movement, the way his corner wanted him to move. As we get a shot right there at what's happening in the ring, as we wait the decision, Michael Buffer's in the center of the ring, waiting the final word for the decision. And once again, I'm Sonny Means at ringside, Mnet Super Sports, the leaders in world-class boxing. Oh, when Curtis Strong get a look at this tape, he won't be too dissatisfied with himself with the performance for the most part for the first time out. Some of the guys from the Chicago area have ventured here to Atlantic City and didn't fare as well. Some of them was stopped early in the fight. But Curtis Strong was able to remain in there for the full 10 rounds, although he could have done more. He could have been busier. He could have listened to his corner and circled the way his corner wanted him to. And I'm sure those are the things that his corner will go over with him when they take a look at the tape once they get back to Chicago. But he has to be satisfied with the fact that he's able to walk out of this ring. He was not dropped. He was not staggered. Neither guy was really hurt in this contest. Both guys took a lot of punches. They gave a lot of punches. And there was a little dirty play late in the fight. The referee had to warn the guys. It got a bit out of hand, headbutts, low blows. But all in all, a decently fought contest, with the exception of those few moments when things got a little haywire. Curtis Strong was content to hold on sometimes during the contest as well. And we'll remind you once again, when your plans call for outdoor cooking equipment, remember Weber, the leaders in charcoal barbecue grills, the charcoal type. As we get a look here at some of the scoring, from this contest. Okay, we're taking this to Michael Buffer for the final decision of this contest.
The official scoring. Frank Burnett and John Conway both scored it out 99-91. Miles Savage has it 100-91 for the winner by unanimous decision. Myron Taylor.
All right, Myron Taylor, no question about it, unanimous decision. Just as I indicated that Myron Taylor was ahead on my card unofficially. And we'll see if we can't get him here at ringside to talk with Myron Taylor, the victor here in this contest.
Let's have a round of applause for Curtis Strong.
But you have to say Curtis Strong was a gallant opponent for Myron Taylor. He got in here, he came in, he did make a good showing for himself, so you can't take too much away from Myron Taylor. I'm sorry, from Curtis Strong. But he was in tonight against a better opponent, and perhaps, although he didn't appear to tire in the contest, he did begin to wind down somewhat. And when we come back, we'll be talking with the victorious winner, Myron Taylor. We'll be back in just a moment.
Oh, I wasn't awake, but see, nobody shots.